The tension is
Thinking
there.
about it real hard, going to Mammoth Fortress. Now, he is coming in with his Jiro pick, and we haven't mentioned his stance choice. Chooses to go into the defense stance, raising it from 3 to 4. Going to take a little bit out of the force, so going to maybe have a little bit harder time killing, but maybe he's just going to rely on Wrench to put out a little bit more damage, and he'll have to put out just a little bit more damage to get his opponent into those kill percent. But, of course, does have some solid signatures, which we haven't actually seen hardly at all. Of course, the down signature is favorite of Jiro players to just throw out over the edge. Has a long reach, kind of like spear down signature on Queen Nai, to where it's a very safe signature to just throw out if your opponent is on the edge and you're on the main platform.
It's a very interesting thought right there. We haven't seen many SIGs at all this whole tournament so far. I mean, Phazon's probably the one that's been throwing them out the most. But there it is. There it is. Double ground pound. He's still back. Oh my God.
He did happen to touch. He touched like right as he got hit. It didn't actually end up being any different in the long run. Wrench still was the one to fall. You're seeing Starlight try to rotate over to the right, trying to put a little bit of punishment on a Phazon. Maybe Starlight's almost looking a little bit misguided in who he wants to attack right now. Whether he wants to force the 1v1 situation, whether he wants to follow up off a Wrench. He just kind of looks maybe a little bit lost or not quite on the same page. They are able to find that kill there.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a typical start between Wrench and Starlight. They're doing the kind of the same thing that they did before. It worked for them in the end. Phazon is kind of going a little bit harder compared to Remmy.
Starlight's just kind of throwing out a lot of moves.
Yeah, he doesn't look too comfortable right now.
Which I don't know why that is, because he looked comfortable earlier.
Even though he is Scythe, right? Yeah.
Even though he is in the losers bracket at this point, he's still like this is it looks like a different person almost. Which I don't know if that's just putting respect onto Remmy and Phazon or why that is. Ooh, Wrench is gonna fall there. 4 stocks to 3 at this point. We could see that turnaround very quickly though. Both members of the blue team almost in kill percent at this point. There's a falling side air coming out from Wrench. There's the DLI recovery from Starlight.
I like that he backed off just now. And just turn his focus somewhere else. Didn't really help him in the end, but
now Starlight's looking way better on the sword, which is I would expect his sword to be better, but it's like his scythe is looking rough. Which, if that's the case right now, I don't know if this Jiro pick is necessarily the best pick because Jiro doesn't have the strongest sword signatures. Like their probably biggest strength is that they're kind of goofy, so people aren't necessarily used to playing against them. His scythe signatures are probably better, but if your scythe isn't looking as strong, I wouldn't pick Jiro.
Yeah, exactly. Phazon tosses his weapon, picks up the spear, nice follow up, 2-piece.
Wrench coming in, trying to avoid this flurry of hitboxes coming out from the blue team. Remmy is actually with the sidelight, the second shot. He's going to end up putting some damage onto his teammate Phazon. Starlight also coming out with some team damage. You didn't see Wrench fade into the push-off column. He saw that spear coming, stuck right on that wall so he could stay safe. He's going to eat a recovery from Phazon. He's going to then follow up with a down air and a down signature and a side air onto Starlight.
Danger. He turned into the robot from Power Rangers.
Nice neutral light, great follow-up. Starlight's forced into the 1v2 situation. Both members of the blue team are in kill percent right now, and Starlight has the sword, his more comfortable weapon. Ooh, almost tried to go in with that down air, but he missed.
I'm to his weapon, man. Wait a minute. Remmy slapped that weapon out? It just disappeared. When he got hit, he must have tried to down toss it to prevent the recovery.
He is still sticking with the Jiro pick, and we're going to go back to Mammoth Fortress. This was Phazon and Remmy's pick again.
You know, game one, like we said, you know, maybe at this point, I think you warmed up, but maybe this need another warm up.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Well, again, that's the break between sets. We saw, I think like 2 or 3 sets. I think we saw 3 sets at least since the last time we saw Starlight and Wrench. So that is a significant amount of time. That was just downtime for them.
Starlight sticking with this scythe, not really making many connections with it. Wrench is trying to put in the damage that he can, but is taking a lot of damage in return. Weaponless right now, in trouble off the ledge.
Nice down sig coming out from Phazon. He's finding more of those signature connections. There's a nice side air. Rich is going to go down for the save. Tries to go for the recovery to bring both him and his teammate back up. I think actually if you would have hit that, that might have been a stage spike.
I mean, Phazon and Remmy just looking really comfortable right now. They're not really putting in much effort. It's their opponents coming to them. Wrench and Starlight just keep coming into them, and they're just getting hit. Look at that, just throwing out random sticks and connecting.
Starlight does find the immediate punish with the D-Light recovery off of that. So good good turnaround from Starlight, but they are quite a bit behind right now. Neither member of the blue team has fallen. And again, we're seeing Phazon not even halfway through orange. He might not even be in orange yet. There's the D-Light into the ground pound. Remmy!
Oh, the save!
That was, his brain is so big!
Oh no. That was nuts.
The amount of forethought that it took from Remmy to do that.
Yeah, reaction, man. That's all. It's instinct and reaction.
Because it's not even like he tried to go for a Nair or a GC in light. He straight up was like, okay, I don't know the exact timing on this, so I'm going to go for a gravity cancel, and I'm going to throw out the neutral signature. So I have all of the active frames. I have the time to charge it to save my teammate from getting killed on the ground pound. Because I think he might have queued up that dodge before the D-Light that hit Phazon came out. So I think he straight up read that coming, which is truly incredible.
If Remmy read all that in that little bit of time, I'm scared. I'm like, it's crazy. I think just the conditioning that they put themselves through, playing this game so many hours, it just comes natural.
Like his reading score on the SAT is probably going to be perfect. I think it's going to come back with a perfect score. Bet.
Phazon in the deep red right now. He's just hanging back, weaponless, trying to find some way to do a side sig, and then get shut down. Wrench and Starlight not out of this game just yet. They can still win this. Starlight is still hanging on to that side. He believes in it.
D-Light recovery coming out. Starlight's going to end up being sent off screen. He's going to have to be careful. Remmy also has to be careful. You're seeing the signatures coming out from Wrench. Both members of the red team rotating over, trying to knock out Remmy. There's a down air.
Starlight has to be careful right now.
You're seeing Remmy back off. He knows that he has the weapon disadvantage there. You're seeing the neutral lights coming out from Remmy. Try to find the side sig. Does find the dare. Phazon's going to go under the stage. Remmy trying to probe with those down lights. Finds the down sig. And there's the recovery almost to finish it off.
Oh my God.
There's the gravity cancel D-Sig right over the ground. You saw Starlight come in with the downlight. He was able to get right over that. 664 damage coming out from Remmy compared to Phazon's 407, but kills are split right down the middle. And Starlight and Wrenched, one of them put out 406 damage, which you can compare that to Phazon's damage, but then Starlight also putting out under 500 damage, so you don't have the high damage on their team like Remmy was able to put out on the opposite side.
You know, it's funny because like before, Remmy was hanging back a lot more. You know, he put on only 246 damage that one game, and now he's just coming in and dominating.
3, 2, 1.
Now we are getting a stage switch here. We're coming into Great Hall, which we saw I throw in Noel favor heavily earlier.
I think this is where Wrench is going to shine. He has a lot more space and definitely a lot more time to be patient.
D-Light side air nair into the recovery coming out from Phazon.
Well, I talk about patience, but Phazon has 0 right now. I mean, he is just completely going in.
He has Starlight on the edge. He's going to force Starlight to go very high, and then you're going to see the follow-up from Remmy. Remmy and Phazon really do make a very good team.
I just almost feel bad for Starlight right now. He's just trying to find a way just to touch the platform, and it's not happening. And Phazon goes so deep.
What? The follow-up from Remmy? Phazon hit the recovery, and Remmy placed that down air so perfectly that led to the kill on Wrenched. Remmy and Phazon are insane.
Oh my God, Starlight is in so much.
Oh no.
My God. Right now, Starlight needs to get back to the platform. Just stop playing this game. Adjust. Remmy and Phazon are just in a different element right now. They're both comfortable with each other. They're starting to read each other's movements and their opponents.
There's the D-Light side air. The weapon toss is going to go very high. Phazon has a lot of movement options to get back. Even though he just took the side air, you've seen him again coming in with the side airs. Dodges up.
Nice,
does that side air
scare.
just a little bit too late.
Yeah. Wrench, I was kind of like surprised that Wrench waited to throw down throw out that ground pound, but seemed to work in his favor. Did scare Phazon a little bit on that ledge.
Starlight now on his last stock, possibly his tournament stock so far. Remy and Phazon up 2-0 in this best of 5.
Dude.
Remy hasn't died yet.
Three
Over
stocks.
2.5 minutes into this game.
What is going on right now? Starlight trying to find some. Look at this combos that's just going on. Trades between Phazon and Remy. Man, they are just in sync right now. Not a mistake thrown out yet.
Well, if they're in sync, Wrenched and Starlight need to transform into the Backstreet Boys
Oh,
very
goodness gracious.
quickly because they're not finding it so far. Remy hasn't died yet.
They look a little bit more like 98 degrees right now because it's getting hot in here. Man, I'm just tell you.
Oh, rough.
Phazon and
That's
Remy
rough,
ain't-
man.
They're not letting it happen. Finally, Starlight is able to answer back on Remy. Wrench is in the red. This is dangerous. Starlight has one more stock. At least Wrench has another one.
But he isn't kill percent at this point. It's 3 stocks to 3. Both members of the blue team looking really good on those stocks. Meanwhile, Starlight about halfway through his final and Wrenched in kill percent.
Oh.
There's the weapon toss after the nair.
Dude.
Starlight's able to get back. You're seeing Phazon be a little bit careful. He knows he's at the weapon disadvantage after he threw his gauntlets away. He has the spear.
Oh,
Are we going to
pokage.
see the
constant
sidelight?
pokage is done.
Ooh,
It's
that's
done.
it. And it's 3 stocks to 1 just like that.
As you said earlier, man, it came down to teamwork. I mean, just this even damage, constant contributing from both players. Starlight, I think, should probably have switched it up a little bit when it comes to the character. Jiro's just not being the answer right now. Poor Wrench is out there alone.
And it's not like the Jiro pick was like bad. Like he was still putting out solid damage. He was putting out similar damage that Wrench was putting out too. But I think it was probably heavily skewed in terms of his sword, which if he wants to play sword, I agree with that. He's a very strong sword. He has had a very strong sword for years. He won world championship using a lot of sword. Ooh, there's the team combo. Ends up hitting Remy with the backside of
I'm
his
kind
down
of glad
signature.
it did.
But still, the damage is done. Wrenched is going to find a kill here. Phazon almost finding that down air. That one probably happened to go like right into the wall.
Now it's becoming who can get the kill match. There we go.
And that's going to be the 3-0.
That's it.
Now, see, that time Starlight did put out 338 damage.